for us down here, how do we want to position our organization for disruption? And to respond to unforeseen disruptions, we're saying organizations must continuously embrace digital transformation. I remember in my time as a consultant at Deloitte, leading a lot of conversations with organizations on digital transformation. For some, it was a welcome idea, but to many, it was, what are we going to gain with this? But today, we all know, after the COVID-19 saga, post-pandemic, every organization now see the need to be digitally transformed. And in recent times, given the heightened geopolitical risk that we're seeing and the level of uncertainty, vulnerability, ambiguity, and complexity that may arise in the near future, organizations must develop that business continuity plan and also diversify their partner landscape. And how can this be done? Using digital transformation, companies now have the opportunity to align their operational processes, not only get around the situation, but also define new rules. And these new rules will help improve their strategy, especially in the area of digital supply chain transformation, workforce transformation, as we now see a whole lot of organizations now run the hybrid model, or they work remotely, fully remotely, an idea which once was seen as a taboo, in many organizations. But today, hardly would you not be having that conversation on how you can, transform your business to be able to operate in times of uncertainty like this without having to collocate your workforce in one place. So and the way we can do this is to leverage cloud solutions, analytics, AI, machine learning, RPA, and even when it comes to transportation, we've seen logistic businesses using drone technologies, to deliver items from stores to the end consumers. So these are some of the ways organizations can take advantage to position themselves for disruption in recent times. Another one is business continuity planning. This was once, a task that either you're compelled to do it by a regulatory body, or you just do it when you feel you need to do it. But now it's become part of every business. It's become core to every business. And organizations must now put in place, measures that will ensure that they're able to run their businesses seamlessly during uncertain times. One clear example is what I mentioned earlier, that post-COVID-19, a lot of organizations will constantly insist, we're going to be buying desktop machines, are now buying laptops to enable their staff work from home or work remotely wherever they are. Okay, and lastly is the diversified partner landscape is also very key. One thing we know about these recent times and geopolitical risk situations is that they are notorious for escalating with so many variables that lead to more uncertainties. And what do I mean by this? We've seen recent cyber, threats from Russia. We've seen countries like UK just recently recently this month, announcing to everybody in their country, telling them to be careful about their devices, watch out for internet attacks. So we will be seeing more cyber attacks, and some of these things have that impetus for escalating into other issues. We've seen recent threats by Russia, against US, saying they will launch nuclear war against US because of the incessant freezing of their bank assets and sanctions that is being raged on Russian government. So organizations must understand that to navigate through this disruption, we must take a look ahead approach and build a diversified network of partners that will help us survive in the future. And what do I mean by these? Organizations can build partnership with more matured companies that already have solutions that work seamlessly in the cloud by leveraging tools like API integrations or leveraging business process services that are in the cloud. Permit me to just talk on something we are doing at our organization. We've looked at the current trend and we've seen that there is need for organizations to be able to turn on their services in the cloud seamlessly. And so we came up with a solution called Flow Mono that allows organizations to manage their business processes, workflow, create processes, track processes, approve transactions, sign documents, all in the cloud without having to be in the office or using any form of physical paper. And we pretty much launched a research and development team that will help SMEs or MSMEs go paperless by 100% by 2030. So this is an R&D concept we've launched in our own organizations. And to do this, we're partnering with top tech companies like Microsoft, like Google, leveraging some of their existing tools, to help organizations migrate more into the cloud. So without any further ado, I'd like to drop the mic here and hope to get